Welcome to LearnWire. Today we're going to be doing a link whisper review. So what is this? It's an internal link building tool. And this tool is built by the folks at Niche Pursuits. It's been around for a while. It is known as the industry leader when it comes to using AI to help build your internal links on your websites. Okay. So we're going to be taking a deep dive on this tool. And I've been using it for about 3 weeks now. Let's come and take a look at the pricing real quick. So for a one site, pricing is just $77 per year. And this is one of those tools that to me, I know that everybody likes lifetime deals, but a site that's going like a tool that is going to stand the test of time, stay around and continue to be supported and funded, which is very important. You have to pay, it's a monthly or annual fee. And that's just my opinion. And I think most people that are serious about their businesses online or run businesses would agree with that. So if you only need it for one site, there you go. There's a 77. Then you have the 3-site license. And this is the plan that I'm currently on. I have more than 3 websites, but sites that I'm actually working on at a serious level, and then also building backlinks and, really trying to get rank, would be 3 sites or less for me. But you can go up to the 10-site license right over here for 167. And if you have that many sites and you're actually making money from your sites, then these fees really are not going to be an issue for you. If you're just starting out, then it might be a little bit of a heavy cost for you if you're not making any money at all from this business. But I think that the pricing is reasonable. And then you can also come over here and see the pricing for 50 sites. You just click on this button right here. It's going to take us over and it's $347 right here for 50 sites. And then of course, if you needed even more than that, you would just create more than one account. So you would never really be run out of the amount of sites that you could actually use the tool on, or you could probably just email them and say, I actually run an agency. We have 100 sites. Can you give me a special link? I'm sure that they would just approve your account and so forth, right? So you can come over here and look at the knowledge base over here, and they have a full knowledge base. Now, again, this is a seasoned tool. It's been around a really, really long time. So you can't go wrong with picking up Link Whisper. Of course, there are other tools that have come on the market that I don't have a list of them, but I just know that they are out there. One of them is like Linksy or something like that. I think there's one on AppSumo and so forth. But I've tried one of those as well, and it just didn't work, and I didn't get any results and so forth. So I finally caved and picked up Link Whisper, paid for the annual fee, and I'm all in working with Link Whisper right now. Let's go and check out what this actually looks like. And if you hover over, it's kind of a secret, but you have a chance to get $10 off of your order. Super cool stuff, just a little secret there. But I'm gonna come up here and we're gonna go into the site that I'm using it on right now, which is our public case study, guys. So newbie gardening right here. And this has quite a bit of posts on it already. I haven't done any actual work to the way it looks or anything like that, but this site has been very slow on indexing, but I have my backlinks guy working on it, and overnight he was able to finally get the site indexed. And I think that like half the pages are now on Google indexing. So I expect over the next 7 to 10 days, seeing rankings starting to pour in. So there'll be some really exciting news on this site coming up, and I will make some more videos on the case study. Super cool stuff, but we're gonna go and log in real quick. And I think it's kind of cool to show you guys a Link Whisper from a kind of a new user standpoint, right? I'm doing this review, but what my knowledge of Link Whisper is only spans a few weeks, right? And so I think that's actually good, because most of you that would be going and purchasing a subscription have probably never used the tool before either. So you'll be able to see how easy it is to actually use the tool. You'll just come over here. You'll have this, just like anything else you install on WordPress, you'll just go to the button over here, and then you'll have all these different things that you can go to. Now you can go to the settings section, and this is where you can do any kind of fine tuning that you want. If you don't want this process or for it to try to do any internal links on posts or pages, you can just turn those off. There's just these nice little buttons right here. There's a lot. I think that there is a setting that I came in here and did adjust these. So you have your number of sentences to skip, at least 3 sentences before another link. I think that's good, but you can make that even up to 10 sentences. Super cool. But then I did the max outbound links per post to 12. I think that any just outbound links shouldn't have more, and then your max number of suggestions to display. You're going to see a trick why I do this. Now, if you're using it not as, what should I say, like bulk mode, when you're creating hundreds of posts and you need to be very fast, then, and you don't want to do that, right? If you're really like only doing a couple posts a week and they're like monster posts and you put a lot of human editing effort into it and writing and so forth, right? So you're not really basically creating and spamming AI content, then of course you might want to see a lot more suggestions, but you'll see why I selected 10 here in a minute. But this is where you can do these fine settings, but I like to keep the max outbound links. I don't want more than 12 links on a page. This would be for the external. So this is the max number of links that you want your post to have. When a post has reached this limit, Link Whisperer will not suggest adding more links to the post's content. And I believe that this would also be, so that's outbound links, but then you also have max inbound per link per post. So this is the max number of inbound links that you want your post to have. When a post has reached the limit, the link limit, Link Whisperer. So I actually need to set that. I actually thought that was, so I'm going to set this one also to 12. I don't want it to have more than that. And I don't know, honestly, I don't know if this means that we can actually have 24 links on our page, because outbound links are not internal links, right? So, but I think that 12 right here, because I mean, this obviously goes to 100. I think 12 and 12 is a good number for me. The research and kind of people I follow say around 10 internal links is a good amount per post, very safe. And then also 10 outbound links, right? So I think that you could have about 20 to 25 links on your page, no problem at all, but I don't really want to go more than that. So that's a really cool setting that you can go right there and just push the save settings right there. So super cool stuff. There's all kinds of other stuff we can do over here. You're gonna have to go to the licensing and copy and paste your license key that they give you when you sign up. No problem. Very easy to do that. And then you have reports. I don't know if I'm gonna have, okay, yeah, perfect. This is where you're gonna go and see your reports. This dashboard, you're gonna spend the most of your time on this part, because let's see if I click on add in inbound link. Yeah, okay. So I'll go back over here to reports. So this is where I spend my time, because you're gonna be able to see the websites that you're linking to the most, external. And you guys saw like a week ago or 2 weeks ago when I started using this tool, we had no internal links. This blue right here, we didn't have 1,245 internal links. I think I can see okay, so that's the external links on the page, but this quickly, rose because I started using it. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing as a strategy, at least, because when you have hundreds of pages that you have already built your site and then you install this on it, it's going to be recommended to work this in at the very start of your process, because you can start using it right out of the gates on each post. But keep in mind that I kind of did this as a strategy to have 100 posts at first before using it. So that's kind of my thinking behind it, is that you're not going to have a nice picture, if you will, of your website and a nice options for all your pages to really truly interlink your pages together. And so I think, personally, I mean, I did it intentionally. I waited to install this until I had at least 100 posts on my site. So you can choose whatever you want to do. Just know that if you install this right off the bat, when you put your first page out, you're not going to really have anything to link to, right? So I think it's okay to hold off a little bit until you have 50 pages, 100 pages, and then you can start doing your internal linking, right? But the really cool part about this report is that you're going to be able to see all the different, pages crawled, links found, internal links, broken links. So you want these to be 0. 404 errors, you want the broken links to be 0. But the orphaned pages, this basically means that these are the posts that don't have any links, internal links at all. And so that's where you want to spend your time. And that's why I like this tool. You just click on it and it's going to take you to this page right here, the orphaned posts report. And you're going to have all these different right over here. You're going to have this page right over here. We have 0 internal links going to it. We also have 0 outbound links, and we have outbound and external links. So we already have 9 external regular links where we're linking to other sites. That's cool. But we don't have any links going to this page, or we don't have any internal links from this page to other pages, right? So when I just focus on this one post at a time, and I do focus on the inbound internal links to this page, right? So what you're going to do is you're just going to click the add button. So you're going to see this nice loading bar right here. I do like the graphic representation of status. I think that it just helps. Now, you're going to see that on most pages, it's going to have more than 10 suggestions. Some that are just really rare pages that don't have a whole lot on your site to link to, you might get a couple of suggestions or 0 suggestions. And then you would just come up to this filter box and you would just type in something similar to the title. And then usually I'm able to find something that is relevant that I can link to. But most of the time, 90% of the time, you're going to click on that and you're going to see, count these: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? So we have 10 links. We don't have any more suggestions because of that setting that I set, that I only want 10 link suggestions. So all I do right here is that, gift ideas, perfect. So someone's going on this page, right? What this means is that at this page right here, they're going to link to this page up here, which has to do with gifts as well. They're going to internal link with the anchor text of gift ideas. So I like that. So you can just click that and say add links one at a time, but I do a mass type situation here. I just go check all, and I know that I'm only check marking 10, and then I just say add links. And then you'll see what happens right here. It just easily success done. And then when that part's done, we'll go back over to the link report, because then I'll show you what ends up happening. So then now you can see right here, inbound links for this page. We just built 10 internal links to this page within a second, right? So that's super, super cool. We can go back to the reports list and you'll see that the orphaned page now is not 36, it's now 35. So we'll do that one more time. So here's 35. We're going to click on the orphaned posts. We have a new page that we're looking at, and we're going to go and you can see the status of the page. We're going to say add, and then we're going to, I just do a quick look to see how many links it is. It looks like it does have the 10. And like I said, you can come in here and switch these up by left clicking right here and adding gardening aprons. You can take off comprehensive if you want. I'm going to go ahead and click that. So you can change the anchor text. You can even edit the sentence right here inside the post. Super, super cool. But I'm just going to check mark all of them and add links. So that's how fast I just built 10 internal links. I didn't have to do the research. I didn't, and I'm going to trust the tool. It's not going to be perfect. I already know that, but this is how I'm choosing to use the tool. So we quickly built all those links. We can come back over to the reports list and it should say, okay, so we have posts that are actually being published at the moment, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and click on another one. You're gonna get another page right here. So this is just kind of a process that I go with. We're gonna add, it's gonna come up with the link suggestions right over here. And I'm just gonna select all and then add links. And then the success is done. And then we'll go back over to the reports list. And this says 37 right here. I'm not quite sure why. Every time I go through that process, this number always goes down by 1, right? I don't know why it is staying the same or the number's going up, but I've been using this tool for weeks now, and that is what normally happens. So I would say I'm going to go ahead and just ignore that right now, because that's not what normally happens. What normally happens is every time I go through that process I just went through twice with you, this orphaned posts page will go down by 1. And that's how, because eventually you want to get this down to 0. I wanted to make sure that I had some in here so I could show you guys how to use the tool. So let's go look at the other way to use the tool, which is if we go into a page, or I'm going to go into a post, I guess. I'm going to go to all posts, and let's go to one that is scheduled, right? So if we go to a scheduled post, we have 31 scheduled. And let's just say I go into this one right here. I'm going to go to edit, and it has no internal links built to it at this point. Well, what we're going to do is, you can see right here that we have no internal links built to this page right now. So we're going to scroll down, and just to show you, there's no links. So what we can do is just come down here, and you're going to see Link Whisper is installed, and you can use it on a page by page basis. And you can actually have if you have a virtual assistant working on this, you can work this into your process, especially if you already have an established website with 100+ pages on it. Then you're going to always have something relevant to link to. So right here, we could go in right here, and that links, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 right here, 9 suggestions. And so all I'm going to do is check all, and then I'm going to go to insert links into post. And so we just added all those, right? And it's going to refresh automatically for us. And then look right here. So this one I don't like, so I'm going to change that one. But you can go and see that all the internal links are already added just now for us, right? So I'm actually going to go and adjust those. We can come right over here, and we can just adjust this right here. And really, I don't like that one, so I'm just going to go ahead and just unlink it right there. It's just too long. I don't want to mess with it. There's one more over here. We're going to go ahead and just take that one off as well. So we'll take that one off, and we can push the schedule button. Okay. So we have our internal links. So that is what you would do, right? You just come back over here. Like I said, you just go back over to another one and push edit. So you can see it's super, super easy. You can see right here, we have no internal links whatsoever. And we can just easily come through here, go to the bottom over here and just look. So that's just too much of a link. So you'll train your assistant to, just kind of try to make these, assess the levels of soil moisture. That looks a lot better right over here, and adjust that one. And this one only has 2. And so we will just check all and we will insert links into post, and your internal links are done. So that's how fast it is to use. So let me talk about real quick about the things that I was a little bit surprised about that you need to be aware of before you actually invest in Link Whisper. That what it actually is going on is that, and that I was surprised about, is that it's more hands-on than I thought it would be. I thought that it would just you could push a button and it would just automatically do all the internal linking for you. Or at least that there would be a setting that you would be able to do that too, but there's not. There is not a auto, and I'll show you what auto linking is in a second, but you really do have to do this on a page by page basis. It does not go out and build internal links on a mass schedule of multiple pages all at once. Let me be clear about what that means. It is building internal links at an extremely faster rate than you ever could do manually. Don't get me wrong, per page that you're focused on. But you can't just click a button and then it goes and analyzes 200 pages and just interlinks them all magically in like 20 seconds. That's not what the tool does. I kind of thought that was a little bit of what the tool would do, but maybe I'm dreaming, right? So you need to be aware that this is still going to take time. We're always trying to save time in our business and have these tools that do everything, cross all the I's and dot all the I's, cross all the T's. We want that tool, right? But for this specific thing, and it makes sense that there's a little bit of manualness to it. You do want to at least be looking at what you're doing, right? And so that's what I'm saying is that, like, when we click over here on orphan posts, you're going to be looking at one page at a time. Like I said, one page at a time, it's going to go and analyze. You do have to do this for every page. So just imagine if you did have 500 posts on your website, you are going to have to spend a couple of days doing this, or you're going to have to hire someone to come in and actually do this, right? To click this button and push add links. That's how fast and simple it can be. But it does take a little bit of time and effort to get to that point, right? So we'll go back to, for whatever reason, that is not updating. I'm going to log out and log back in just to see. For whatever reason, I'm not getting this to change, but nonetheless, totally fine. So I just wanted to point that out, guys, that it's not a magic button tool as much as it seems like it is. You still do have to kind of look at one page at a time. And like I said, that really cool setting that I do for myself that you can adopt if you want is the max number of suggestions to display. You can display up to 100. But I choose 10 because I want to just click all of them and push insert, because it's going to give you the best suggestions that it finds. That, like if it had 100 suggestions it could give you, it is going to rank them all. The best suggestions are going to be at the top anyways. And I don't want more than 10 anyways. So it allows me to use that check all button. It allows me to use that check all button and then just go for it, right? So that's kind of why I do that. Let's talk a little bit about the auto linking real quick. On the auto linking feature, what you could do is, if you had a specific phrase, let's just pretend that this is a phrase, how to become a better songwriter, you could link that to a page on your site and push create auto link rule. And then anytime you use this keyword on any of your pages, and I believe that it will go out there and automatically build those links as well across your site. Just be careful with that, because if I just typed in gardening right here and put a link right here, you might build 1,000 links right to that page instantly. And so you want to be careful with how you use this. I'm not using the auto linking tool right now, but it is there. It is pretty cool. So you have your target keywords. You can also put in target keywords that you're going for on all of the pages, and it will even offer even better suggestions. So if you use the target keywords in Yoast, it does kind of link with Yoast better than other tools, I believe, but you can still use it if you're using other, like Rank Math or something like that. But it's specifically because Yoast has been around a long time. That's the tool that if you fill out the Yoast keyword, then it's going to come in right here and it's going to help it even look for. But I find the AI does a really, really, really good job without even adding keywords. So I'm not even using the add keywords feature, but it is there. There's a URL changer. I haven't used this tool either, but you can change a different URL in bulk on your site. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if that has much to do with internal linking or not, but if there is a link that you changed and you want to go and update it for your whole site, you can do that in here as well. So that's Link Whisper in a nutshell. Like I said, the most important page that you're going to be using is this nice chart right here. It gives you an overview of what's going on your site, how many internal links you've built. I had literally almost 0 when I started a couple weeks ago, and I now have almost 1,300 links that I've built using this tool. Super, super cool. And like I said, there's 2 processes. One, you can use the reports feature and then go to broken links, or you can go page by page when you go to posts, and you can do it from that standpoint as well. Okay, so that is my review on Link Whisper. Again, this is an annual paid tool. We can come down here and look at what it costs for the year. You will have to renew each year.